We got called out to this 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe for a no start condition. We have a dead battery and a shifter that's locked somewhere. Hey guys, Check Engine Chuck here, and for those of you that do not recognize me, I have a decent following on TikTok, and you guys over there have been asking me over and over and over again to do a YouTube with more in-depth diagnosing than I do, well, I'm able to do in my 10-minute videos on there. So let me get this thing jump started, and I will tell you guys a little bit about myself. And after trying to jump start this thing, we still have no power distribution going on here. So let's figure out what's going on there. Basically, what I do is I go to other shops to help them diagnose problems that they don't have the time to diagnose, or will be more sensible for me to spend my time diagnosing versus their guys, or they want a second opinion on whether an expensive part might have actually failed or not. Right now, I'm at, it's a half shop, half used car dealer. I don't really do too much work for used car dealers. This is one of only 2 used car dealers I actually do work for. Just because I don't know, there's something about working for used car dealers. Now let's see what we have for voltage. We got a respectable 12.15. And let's start checking groundy. We're looking pretty grounded. Let's check over here. We have power running through the main 150 amp fuse. And let's go down to our fuse box here. Looking good there. Let's see if any of these fuses are lit up here. Nothing so far. Nope. Okay. We do have fuses lit up here. Anything on these terminals? Those are all hot. Well, it looks like everything going to this fuse box. These are sight glass fuses. Let me try to see if these look good. Which upside down? Oh, there we go. How do these look? You guys let me know, because you can see better than me. Alright, this was weird. I was just rapidly pressing the start button to see if maybe we had a start button issue, and I heard my power probe go off out there, and it started making noises as if it was like turning on and off. Check it out. It did. It turned off for some reason when I did that. Let me shake the ground. Alright, so I moved the ground. Alright, that's looking good. Let's see if it happens again. Alright. Oh, look at that. Okay. I just noticed I have the smell of like smoky module. Slightly nervous right now because I did have a vehicle light on fire from a fuse box a couple months ago. Alright, check this out. Alright, well, now that I got power distribution going through here, let's scan it and see what we have going on. I'm not too worried about the smell I had. It might lead me in a direction and tell me something, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I still can't shift the shifter. I think it's registering the brake switch. I don't know, let's see. Let's scan. Alright, did a code scan here. PODSF. What is PODSF? I'm not sure. ACU, CAN bus off. This might come into play. I want to know what that is. These codes I'm not so worried about, but immobilizer Smartra, no response, P1690. Might lead me somewhere with the sheer fact that the shifter won't move either. I am trying to figure out what this pods unit is. There's a pods reset. I'll have to pull this up and look into it. History, these are all history codes anyway. Not the most worrisome. Alright, so the two components to the immobilizer here is going to be the smart key unit and the PCM. So the smart key unit, I'm guessing, is just going to read the key, translate the immobilizer info, and then deliver it to the PCM here. I'm not so sure that I want to trail the immobilizer code as where to go with this thing, to be honest. I might focus my time more on the shifter and the power distribution for the shifter, because the TCM is communicating perfectly fine. So I'm assuming it's not limiting it. I do need to check to see if my rear brake lights work. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my phone to record right here. And I'm going to see, stay, if I have brake light action. So, let's go here. Press our brake lights. And now we'll go back to the videotape and see if we saw brake lights moving. Alright, did we have brake lights moving? I'm going to set up my phone. Right here. Press our brake lights. Yes, we do have brake light operation. Alright. Back to the video. Alright, so we have operation of the brake lights, but I don't feel or hear clicking of the solenoid in here. So let's figure out the circuit on that. Alright, looks like in the diagram here that the power comes from the module 1 fuse, which is going to be down here. I'm going to grab my power probe and figure out which one that is there. Alright, let's see. Module 5, module 2, module 4, memory 1, memory 2, module 1, 7.5 amp right here. Fuse switch off and on. What the hell? Never seen that before. Fuse switch on and off. Alright, module 1, 7.5 amp. Let's check. Make sure we got power on both sides. Yes. And yes. Alright, so I'm trying to do the least amount of work as possible to determine what's going on with this. I should explain a little bit more, being that this is going to YouTube. So I'm basically using the path of least resistance to figure out why this won't shift, and I'm hoping that leads me into a reason why the vehicle just won't start at all. And looking at my diagram here, it looks like the BCM is going to supply the ground side when I hit the brake here. And I don't remember if I saw a BCM pull up in my data, so let's go back. Airbag, four-wheel drive, pods. Alright, so BCM is here. And let's see what the BCM is reading for data. Let's just select it all. Alright, and brake switch. Off. On. Off. On. Central door lock relay unlock. Front. Ignition 1, ignition 1. Interior switch. Keyhole illumination. Room. Need to find some security info here. BCM won't command this or allow it to shift. Those are working. The indicator works. Where do I want to go with this? Smart key unit. I guess let's try smart key unit. We'll kind of go off of the path of power distribution and ground distribution with this thing at the moment. Let's go to our data stream. Select all again. Just looking for anything that sticks out here. Accessory, good. Brake switch on. Button status. So I don't think it's pulling up button status. Yeah, these look a little... No, that's moving good. They looked a little dim to me. I guess the dimmer's just probably down a bit. No, it says max. Because... I don't know. Regardless, button status is not popping up here on security, so maybe we got to figure out what is going on with our button. Ignition 1. Relay output. Relay on. I'm getting that smell again. Okay. Here we go. Start. Relay. Start. Stop button. Switch 1. Switch 2. On. 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 Okay, so it is pulling the fact that I'm pressing the freaking button. Okay. Starter output. Short circuit the battery. Off, off. Starter relay output. And vehicle speed. There's nothing too helpful in here either. Alright, you know, we're gonna move backwards. We're gonna move way backwards here. We're gonna go to our start relay. And I gotta get a tool to freaking pull that thing out. But we're gonna try to start this with the power probe just to see what happens. Cause yeah, I'm thinking about it. I've had so many of these engines locked and people burn out starters because of them that the shifter might just be throwing me off. And I'm wondering if that immobilizer code was really just a result of the low battery condition. So let's do that. Have some relay pliers right here. No, no. I hate when that I hate when that happens. All right, I got the relay out. Where'd I put it? And if we talk about relays for a second, these are going to be our 2 coil energizing pins that would get activated by whatever sends power and ground, which then jumps pins 87 and 30 together. Sometimes 30 and 87 are switched on these guys. So I'm gonna go right to here, and I want to figure out which of those 2. Okay, that one has voltage, so that should not be the starter, and this guy has ground. So this one should be going to the starter. All right. Don't like that. All right, I think we got to check for a locked up engine. I can't tell if that's a 21 or a 22 down there. Let's go grab a wrench and see if it's just locked up, and if the shifter is a separate issue, which we're really not going to worry about. You know, if the engine's locked up. I mean, why they're not going to bother wanting to fix that if there's a locked engine. And the phone goes off. Nice. All right, let's see. I think it's a 22. Ah, I got the ratchet going the wrong way. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh. This puppy is locked up. So the shifter is going to be a separate concern. I got a little bit of movement out of it. Oh my God. Okay, so is it the engine locked up or is it a component that's locked up? We gotta take the belt off. Come on, baby. Give me the room. Come off. I have almost a perfect amount of room here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Get my ratchet stuck. That around the crank. Come on. Okay. All right, so that bad boy out of there. See if I can get my ratcheting wrench off of this. Fuck. Got my ratcheting wrench stuck. There we go. All right, let's see how hard she is to turn now. It's amazing that sometimes these problems like that shifter looks like, okay, we're definitely gonna have just a fucked up, you know, power distribution or CAN network issue. But in reality, yeah, just a burnt out starter by a locked up engine, because this thing is still, I mean, here, look at the amount of force I'm putting on this. She's froze. I decided to pull the dipstick, and I don't know how clear that looks. Can I get it in better light? But there is a definitive silver shimmer line in that oil. So I'm gonna alert them to the fact that this needs an engine. We're not gonna look further into the shifting issue. That'll involve probably pulling the shifter out, checking the shift solenoid itself, sending power and ground to it, making sure it unlocks, or seeing where it's not coming from at the time. If I come back to do that, I'll get into that in a different video. I guess I didn't really get to tell you guys too much about myself, but I don't know. This is the first video I'm making for YouTube, for my mechanic stuff. And I don't know, let's see how it plays out. That's a diag.